What up, YouTube? Timu's here. Since it is the month of February, and February is pretty much the love, pretty much the, love month since, Valentine's in, February. Each day, I am going to be doing my reviews for romantic movies, whether it be romantic dramas, romantic comedies, etc., even animation romance. So the first romance film I'm doing my review for is actually a classic, and that is the iconic 1942 Oscar winning film Casablanca. Now, granted, Casablanca was way ahead of my time. Let's be real. It was pretty much anybody reading this or watching the video was way ahead of their time too. So probably people watching my video don't even know what Casablanca is. I mean, I remember my grandfather once showed this to me. He used to show me lots of the classics, and Casablanca is a really iconic one. If you get it starts of course famed Hollywood star Humphrey Bogart, and here he plays Rick Blaine, who owns like this nightclub in Casablanca, and he discovers his old flame Lisa, played by Ingrid Bergman, is in town with her husband Victor Lazlo, played by Paul Henred, and so he is so Lanzo is like a famed rebel, and with Germans on, and there's like Germans on his tail. Uh, Lisa pretty much knows that Rick can also help them get out of the country and all. And of course, there's a like a romance that ends up happening between Rick and the Lisa character. I mean, it's a really like this movie was released by Warner Brothers in '42. It was actually one of the few films that was. Remember Space Jam: New Legacy? They were like going to different different Warner Brothers stuff, and there was actually one that actually had the Casablanca logo. Believe it or not, in the Pepe Le Pew scene that got cut out, that was actually supposed to be a Casablanca parody, like a homage to Casablanca. So there's that. But I mean, Casablanca is a really iconic romance. You got Claude Rains was also in this. Conrad Valdez. It's a really iconic film. Like loads of people will always call this like one of the best movies of all time. I mean, it's not to me. It's not really the best film of all time. Like my favorite will always be The Wizard of Oz, but Casablanca is still iconic. Really memorable lines, great acting. I mean, Humphrey Bogart was like one of the most iconic actors of that era. He was pretty much like the Brad Pitt of the 30s, 40s, and the golden age of Hollywood. And he was so good in this. Ingrid Bergman was, terrific. She was like the Julie Roberts at the time. She was terrific. I mean, the cast is so great. Like, it is directed by Michael Curtis, who's directed other movies over the years as well. Let me post some of his other credits. Like he did the Comanche Novels. I cannot pronounce that name so well. He did a Beneath of Scandal. He did The Adventures of Huckleberry Finn. He did so many other stuff, but nothing really was on par with Casablanca. I mean, this definitely has a really decent, romance in it. Decent chemistry between both Bogart and Bergman. Great writing by Murray Burnett and all. It's really good script. I mean, really decent film. It is, of course, black and white. It's a very old film, so yeah. I mean, I'm not sure how old this one is. I know it came out in like the 40s. I think it's like in its 50s now or something like that. I think 55 or 45 or something. It's still really decent one. Definitely World Web should watch around the love Valentine's season. So really decent. I mean, it did win lots of awards. It won Best Picture. I believe Humphrey Bogart got nominated. I don't think he actually won for this. But it's still a really decent movie worth checking out. Really, decent lines. If you guys have not really seen Casablanca, I believe you can find it on HBO Max. Give it a go. It's a really decent film. Anyway, let me let you guys. Have you ever watched Casablanca? If so, what show? Were you a fan? Were you not a fan of it? Favorite scenes? Favorite moments? Drop comments below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that bell for more notification. This is Simu signing out.